Okay, so we're doing extra run of Tomb Raider this week because I goofed and lost some video footage. Turns out I only lost one level, and I did have a save file close to it, so I quickly played 2 levels off stream. I need to replay this one, so for anyone knowing the difference of continuity, this is it. We'll, yeah. What level is this one called? Caverns of Talion or something? Now, it was quite a while ago that I did this level, so I might have, well, there won't be the, you won't have that experience of watching me bumble through it for the very first time. But close enough, right? Well, that hurt. I do have an added bonus though that I don't need to preserve health kits or ammunition since I'm not playing, since the levels don't continue on after this with those resources, since I've already played and beaten those levels. That looks like a backwards jump. Oh. They're like 1 hit point. I wonder if I have to kill that dude. Hey head wound, how you doing, man? Oh, so he's on a level right at the bottom. But he walked up to come get me. This is the Yeti level, yeah. Turns out I'm only... oh, hey. Turns out I was only missing 1 level. So I was going to go backwards and do a jump. But it looks like we can grab hold of this. But it might not go all the way across. No, it doesn't. Oh look, it's a secret which we ignore out of principle. What do you got planned for today, Headwind? I'm just waiting for one to come running around the corner and eat me. Hey, Bestia. Why not? Things are good. How about you? Things were good? Man, that was like the best possible save point ever then. Come on, Lara. Door. Door or box? It's a door, right? It's not a box. Oh, so it looks like we do have to actually go down that spot that I was down in before, except with killings of Yeti. Is that a slopey bit? No. Right, so how do we actually get across then? Oh, maybe this does. Sorts that out. Not too bad. Still missing a PC. Oh, that's pretty bad. Waiting neck surgery. Not forced to stay home. Not forced to stay home be... Well, I mean, it's kind of a thing, hey? Like, right now I don't mind being forced to stay home, but I have a computer. If I didn't have a computer and I was being forced to stay home, then it's bad, right? But you got a 3D printer working. That's really good. How do you, Hey, do you have another computer that you use for the 3D printer? "3D printers are cool, though. I think if I ended up with a 3D printer, because I did think about getting one at one stage, but I've got enough toys that I never play with. So getting another one's probably not the best idea. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. An old laptop just to do the stuff. My old laptop, which is about 9 years old as well, and barely surviving. They're used for very specific tasks and nothing else. Oh! Did we not lose health on that? Stop using flares, Panz. I didn't lose health on that jump, I think because we hit the wall on the way. Yeah, no, I think if I got a 3D printer, I would very likely print a lot of crap to replace stuff that I already have perfectly good versions of. I need to stop saying this because it only sort of helps promote my way of thinking, but I always say I'm very unoriginal and non-creative. Because usually in the past, whenever I've had to recreate or create something, I just end up... Oh, that cost off. Recreating existing things, which I think is fine for learning. But... Or unless you use, like in the terms of the 3D printer, if you're using it to, you know, for a very specific sort of, I don't know, if you had a job where you could print pieces instead of buying them from the store, then it's, but if you're doing it to be creative, I'd end up making a whole bunch of knives and spoons and stuff. You're working out the logistics of printing an army for a tabletop game. See, that'd be fun. So that's part of the creative thing. Well, that'd be cool. If you had a lot of board games with pieces like that, you could, and you break one, you could potentially print replacement pieces. That would probably be, in that sort of situation, the only thing I would get used for it. Whereas if you're like making your own game and then making your own pieces, yeah... Wait, we don't need to flip backwards. I could actually look where I'm going here. Am I trying to get to the top? I am trying to get across there. I'm based 40,000 years in the future. Well, as long as they're using the superior sound quality of vinyl, then I'm all in for it. Warhammer 40k. Hang on. The 40k is not related to 40,000 years in the future, is it? Isn't that like the point size of the army? Or is it actually 40,000 years in the future? No, it's not point size. I don't know why I thought it was. Because my first thought when you said 40,000 years in the future, I'm like, oh, Warhammer 40k. And then I'm like, no, the 40k is not related to the year. And it probably is. Do I need to flip the switch since I saved last time? Oh, it's definitely years in the future. But for some reason, I think the 40k means something else, and I don't know what reason. I have no logic involved. It's just what my brain is telling me. Although, yeah, it's saying it has love the game, but you hate the company sales practice. I'm not familiar with the stuff. I'm barely familiar with the game, but it's fun. Whenever I've played it, it's been fun. But I've only played, I think mainly because I've only ever played at a casual level. I'm going to save here this time, I think. And load. I wonder if I can get a... Can we get a better look while we do this? Probably not. But hey. Australian sales tax 200% conversion. Wow. You gotta love the Australia tax. Is that from buying online or buying from a retail games workshop? Because I can understand, either way, you can understand a slight increase from converting directly from US because you've got to get the model here. I'm pretty sure they don't make them here. Yeah, so if you're buying it from a retail store, a lot of that increase is covering the difference in retail, like the overhead cost for the retail unit. And most of the time it doesn't actually equate to the, like in this case, Games Workshop making any more money. It's just those are the costs that get absorbed, you know, having to get it here and then sell it here. It's when you purchase it online and get it shipped in and there's that extra cost, that really gets me. Like, I can understand having a postage cost and maybe a small handling fee. And there's that bit there, which is something to collect. Can we just get that now? I think we can just get that now. Unless trying to get this is too... Oh, Lara. Okay, so we're going to either just run and drop off. Or jump in the pool. Jump in the pool might be the best option. Now, are we still going to be able to jump? Yeah, we should still be able to make it across there. Nice. Is that going to be too steep? Yeah. Oh, we can't get that because it's in a cage. Alright, well, we can sort out. Oh, that's a little bit of help there. Oh, looks like we go up here. Okay, hang on. Oh, that's two. Rude. Now, can we walk across? I think we can walk on those spikes. Yeah, I think it, like I said, I don't know what the deal with the region locking is. Like it just doesn't.
I'm not sure about that.
You be quiet. Especially for a physical thing, I don't like it on digital products because I think that's just, you know, profiteering. But on physical products, it's not so much that they're setting the price to make more profit, because they don't make more profit off you. Which at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to someone like in your position. All you know is that it cost you more money, which sucks, right? But they don't make more money off it. It's because like the wage differential. Like especially in Australia where I don't think I can break that. Our pay rates to dollar conversion is not proportional. Yeah, so almost a very large percentage of the time in situations like that, the only outcome difference, they don't make any more money, but the customer, it costs more money for the customer. So I guess the only thing it does is it keeps by region locking, maybe there's an argument it keeps the local businesses in trade, because otherwise customers would just buy from overseas and get it shipped in which case what's the point of having local stores? But if that's the case, then close your local stores and just and go back to selling overseas, like shipping overseas. Is there nothing here, or is there a switch? Although I think the problem is when you do that, then you do lose business from. So you're wanting to support a business in another market, because not everyone would buy overseas, only the people that are already doing that. All social gaming is done by clubs or mates anyway, so you wouldn't be losing anything by closing local stores. No, but the people that don't buy from overseas would be losing because, like, the people that only buy from the local stores, because they don't either, they want to just go in and buy stuff now, or they don't realize that buying it from the UK is, or America or anywhere else is and getting it shipped is cheaper. So all those people would be losing if they close the local store. So I mean, I still don't like it, but I guess by region locking and not shipping overseas, they're saying go support the local store because they need the business. But the company doesn't make any more money out of it that way. Like I said, the only real end result is it just hurts that particular customer in the wallet more. In this case, you know, you can't buy anything from UK and get it shipped, so you just have to pay more for it. But they don't see that money. That money goes into paying Australian wages and paying Australian rental space and or all the other local fees. But I guess that's why there's also, I mean, there's businesses now where they buy stuff locally for you and ship it and take a small commission. And a lot of times, like, I know I've got friends, my dad's got one of those in America. I know friends that do it for, I think one of them does UK. Most of them do America, where they've got, yeah, they pay a small fee, and that someone's business is they'll go to the store or they'll buy it online and get it delivered to them, and then put it in a box and send it over here for a small fee. I think I need to get across there. So it still costs a little bit more than the original buying it direct and getting it mailed overseas, but it's cheaper than buying local for people that want to put the effort into it. And by effort, mean go online and find one thing. And yeah, there's definitely something with that jump. It's driven some customers to printing their armies rather than buying them from them. Yep. But if those are the guys that, again, those are the ones that, like in your situation, that wanted to buy from overseas. So by them doing it, you haven't taken anything out of their local market cost. It has come off. Obviously, they're missing a sale from their, in this case, their UK market, which is money for them, right? But I wonder what percentage do, like, yeah. I mean, some of the people would be doing that anyway. Because those, like you said, even if you were paying the equivalent model, like models are still really expensive. So the opportunity to 3D print your own, and where you can make bulk of them or make custom models and things. I think anyone sort of going down that route is likely to go down that road anyway. They're just getting a little bit of a nudge in this case. I want to go up there, but how do I break that first? If I shoot it, will it? Oh, you can't shoot it. Oh, can we jump up on that one? Uh-huh. What really gets me is when it's when that sort of thing happens with digital products. Because in that case, there is no You would have printed bits but still bought the base models? Yeah, so in that case, they're going to miss out on a little bit of on sales from you. But I guess you got to weigh that up against the fact that if they didn't do that, like by doing it, how many people put their sales into their local shop compared to the people that just said, I'm not going to buy it all then? Because as soon as you put any of those sales into the local store, that can help keep a local shop open. That's better from their point of view. I'm sure they have the numbers. But yeah, the digital products really cheese me. Because it's not like they're trying to support a local store. They're selling online from any country anyway. Do I have to do a jump from here? Whee! Nice. An ugly looking mask. Their market share has dropped. Their market share dropped 5% in 3 years. I don't understand the value of market share in this tech concept. I've got to put this mask somewhere. Is that their estimated market share? Their player base has decreased. Sales? Or profit? Or revenue? Either way, a decrease is a decrease, so it's obviously something's happened. Sales, okay, yeah. I don't think this goes back up top. Let's go look down in here somewhere. Need to find a location for... I haven't found any sort of spots to put the mask on anything yet either. It's not there. Oh, I mean, unless the pool... Ah, the water went down in the pool. Yeah, that's going to get more people, or people that are considering 3D printing, possibly looking into printing more. Can I climb down here, or if I hang, do I knock out? I don't think we can hang and not take damage there, right? Oh. Oh, Panz, no save.